Hello, this is Tracy live. It's easier on the upload. So I'm also going to post this to TikTok and whatever is longer than 30 minutes or 10 minutes on TikTok is just, you'll have to find it on YouTube. So the first card that came out is Happy Family. It looks like my live stream has kind of stopped at 11 seconds. Let me start it all over. Okay, I'm not going to start it all over. I'm just going to start wherever we stopped. First card out, Happy Family. That's always good news. Happy Family is always great news. So let's see what other messages, what else Spirit wants us to know. And if you have questions, questions are free. All you have to do is just type them. It might take me a minute to see them, but I'll try and see them and answer them. Second card out, Victory. Victory and Happy Family. Maybe this is a goal of someone to have a happy family. So first we'll do some oracle cards, and then we'll do the old Kipper. Looks like it's so far as someone's goal to have a happy family, and they've reached that goal. They now have a victory with that goal. So far. We'll get one more oracle card the Spirit wants us to know. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What else? There's something else. Okay. And then Yin Yang, door to personal healing and happiness, anxiety, walking away, and door to Spirit. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Uriel. So it looks like, could be in order to have that happy family life and to have the victory that we want, to have that balance that we want and we need, the door to personal healing and happiness, we have to recognize and realize where we are at now. And if that is not it, we're going to have to walk away because for some reason, Spirit is urging us and saying, hey, this is a door that you do not want to close. That is the door to me. That is the door to Spirit. That is the door to happiness. That is the door that you want to go through. You're asking for help. You're asking for guidance. You're asking for help me. But yet, when it's time for me to help you, you're not taking it. You're not taking the help. So I'm here to let you know. I'm trying to figure out what's the best place for this microphone. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So let's go ahead and go with the old Kipper and see what Kipper has to say for us as far as what Spirit wants us to know. As far as this happy family and this victory and us having to walk away, because that's the door to Spirit. That's where Spirit's saying that's where your happiness is, right over there. It's not where you're trying to make it. It's where I'm showing you. And that's a big difference. That's a huge difference. Because, see, sometimes we only see what we want to see, and then we wonder why we're not happy. Why isn't stuff working out for us? because we are only seeing what we want to see. We're not seeing the truth of the situation. We're not seeing the whole heart of the matter. So at the bottom, we have despair. Is this you right now? Because maybe you're in a place that you don't know what to do. Sometimes we get in these places where we are in despair because we're in despair of a situation we put ourselves in by stepping outside of our own lane, trying to get in someone else's lane, instead of looking at what we need to work on for ourselves to get ourselves straight. Could be a message of concern. Someone could have received a message of concern, and now they're truly upset. They're truly upset because they are going on a journey that they know they have no choice but to take. That journey that everyone must take at some point in our lives. So it's like now they're trying to think of something, trying to make up for something, trying to take care of something or someone. We start off with this official person. Then we have courtship. Gift. Distant horizons. Imprisonment. Toil and labor. And wealthy man. So this official person could be someone in the courts, someone that's hired to do something, to take care of something, to oversee something about some relationship. And maybe to make sure that something goes fair for someone. Making sure that someone receives a gift that is actually promised to them soon or whenever, in the distance. Whenever this person has to make this trip, has to take this trip, has to go through this toil and labor. And maybe this toil and labor and this imprisonment is basically kind of like going through the eye of the needle. Because although you might be a wealthy man, if you didn't do right in the world, if you didn't do what you needed to do in the world, doesn't make a difference how much wealth you have. You will not get through the eye of the needle. And so maybe that's why this person is now in despair. Because we now know it was something that we did, something that we saw, something that we partook in. It was something that we know with this imprisonment and this toil and labor, it's like karma. It's like karma. 11 and 11. 29 and 38. They both are 11. It's like karma. That's like a spiritual God saying, you know what? I tried to tell you to sit your ass down. You didn't want to sit your ass down? I'm going to sit your ass down. And it's like there's this like little ticker tape with this wealthy man. You know, like this wealthy man had it all. Who's the man with the master plan? Like this man was the man with the master plan. But because of something else, they're having to do something else. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Let's break it on down. See what Spirit wants us to know. My name is Tracy, by the way. All right. So we got the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Someone was thinking about how they've been holding back. And this goes on top of that whole the happy family. Somebody been thinking about how they was holding back from somebody, from everybody, from a couple people. But somebody was holding back. And they thinking about that shit. How they had the whole world in their hands. And here they are holding back. That victory. We got the Five of Wands and the High Priestess. So it's almost like, you know what? This victory is the victory of the person who, oh, wait a minute, because at the bottom you got the Sun card, and look what else is trying to creep up. Oh, so the person that was having to go through this, that was being held back, is the person who gets the victory, because they rested and relied only on Spirit through all the chaos and the confusion. That's why they got the victory. Because they follow what Spirit said to do. Spirit said, hey, if you want that balance in your life, if you want those those relationships that's supposed to be with you, you will do what I tell you to do. And you will walk the fuck away from these people. You're not going to really walk. When I say walk, I really mean run. You're going to run the fuck away from these people. Almost at first, you know, it's like someone kind of like, I got the communication, but am I really putting it together right? Because it's like you got something, the communication, and it was something that you needed to hear, but you didn't want to hear, but you weren't ready to let it go yet. That's why these two are in separate, looking in two totally different directions. You heard it, but you wasn't ready to let it go. Because it was about a relationship or several relationships that you cared about. And you knew that something like this was going to be something that you were really worrying about it. You were really worrying about it, but at the same time, you knew that someone was throwing some shit in the game. You knew it was more than just you. There was somebody else, or there were other people involved. And that's where that anxiety came in. And this is Spirit saying, hey, I'm letting you know once again, I'm showing you once again, you know the truth about this situation. You know the truth about this circumstance. But you're choosing not to see the light. You have the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Temperance card. This is what you wanted to see. And this is confirmation. My phone just dinged. This is what you wanted to see. You wanted to see the best in this person. That this person was all you ever prayed for this person to be. Like this person was the everything. Everything, your wish fulfillment. But don't forget, you still had this. Because you knew something just wasn't right. You knew something just wasn't right. You were in two minds about what you knew you needed to do and what you wanted to do. But in the meantime, look at this. You're leaving yourself out in the cold because refusing to make a new start. But while you're leaving yourself out in the cold, that's your own judgment. That's your own karma. Because Spirit said, listen, I can only tell you what to do. I'm going to give you free will. Either you're going to do it or you're not. So if you choose to stay and choose to believe everything the devil got to say, then I'm going to let you stay there and have your day. But if you need to go and you believe everything God has told you so, then I'm going to say, let it be so, and let's go. So God says, listen, make up your mind about this diddly squat. It's either choose me and step forward or choose the diddly squat and I'll leave you behind. So which way are you going to go? Do you want to go the path of victory? Is that what you want to do? But that's where that door to Spirit is opening. Spirit says, hey, judgment, you make the decision of how you want your life to go. Stay stuck, you will be stuck. But think about it. You are the one who holds the key. You are the only one who knows which way you need to go for you. You should not listen to anyone else. You should not internalize anyone else's feelings because you need to worry about you at this time. So whatever Spirit says, that might be the way that you need to go. Because Spirit tells you with love, with acceptance, with grace, which way you need to go. Here's something else. Some fast communication coming in, letting you know. Someone is like sending you some information, sending you some fast communication, because it's like they thought about this. It's like maybe their official person is reaching out, sending you a message, something quick, saying, "Hey, I think you're a star. I think you're my gift, and what I'd like is this, that, and the other." But there might be some questions that you might want to ask. Because there may be something more to it than what's being expressed. With the Lovers card, maybe somebody really wants more from you than what you think. Maybe they're looking at you and saying, "Ooh, yeah, this is the one. I want this one." I need her or him. Yeah. Yeah. They're looking at you like you are a gift. You are a star. You hear me? Uh-huh. Ooh, Bruce Lee. Yes, honey. Yes, they're looking at you like you are the Queen of Cups. It's like they want to step to you like because they are the emperor. But they're looking at you like you are the one. You are the one. Like you's the one that they've been searching for. You are the one that they want to make a family with. You the one that they want to be with. That's you. Nobody else. So it's like, ooh, oh, that must be my Amazon. It scared the shit out of me. But that's like before they felt imprisoned. They felt trapped by whomever. But all of that is over because they don't want that. They understand that everything before that was truly toil and labor. Was truly like, hey, I just have to do this because this is what is expected of me. And they felt like used. They felt abused. They felt like it just wasn't there for them. So it's like they wanted to just kind of take a time out. They needed to walk away from some things. They needed to figure out who they were. That's what they needed to do. That's what that toil and labor was. They had to go deep. They had to figure out, who am I? What am I about? What do I see? What do I really want in a person? And then they saw you. They saw you. Because you know what? You're unique. You are just you. You are just you. It's like you don't put on airs to try and be anybody else. It's like they saw you at your most vulnerable. They saw you at your most vulnerable. And that's what they liked. And that they didn't want you to be vulnerable. They just liked it that you were able to be that open and that vulnerable. And not give a shit. They see how creative you are. How you are able to mend and fix and create and do and everything by yourself. But it's like that's what they really like. And the fact that you will not bite your tongue, you're going to say it how you really mean to say it and how you really need to say it. That is what they also like. Confirmation. Confirmation. So, this was the message that I had today. Live stream. Don't have to worry about uploading. I am on TikTok at Sweet Spot E Magazine. Whatever doesn't fit on TikTok, come to YouTube. Go back and forth between YouTube and TikTok. Just kidding. Please like, please subscribe, and please come back and see me next time. Thanks.